Do we need to roll initiative here?
Yeah, everybody select your tokens and roll initiative.
Well, that is fine by me. Going slow.
All right, gotcha. All right, so everybody got it this time. All right, so before it starts, the guard kind of hollers up and he says, "We have our first 2 challengers, and all bets are in. Will the tribe of the Crimson Sands be able to take the dwarven nightmare, the dual-wielding dwarven nightmare? It seems that he has an axe for each of them. Bets are in, folks." And you hear some cheering and clapping. Like the people are kind of excited, but they're sort of half-heartedly clapping. Like they're not overly excited for the fight, or they're a little on edge as to whether this fight is going to be worth their time. So the first bandit says, and they're a set of twins. One's male, one's female. The first bandit, the male, says, "I'm going to make a new suit of armor out of your skin, dwarf." And, oops, wrong button. And charges up to you, drawing a blade. Now, the sister seems to be loading a crossbow and trying to give kind of a wide angle so maybe she can get a better shot at you. Oh, I gotta have some good battle music. There's gotta be something better than this. Here we go. We go Vikings. All right, and charges, takes a swing with the scimitar, and a miss. You deflect it away very quickly with your blade. All my sound stopped. Or did I stop my Viking sound? Alright. And that would be the bandit's turn. You've got some chops, dwarf. This one sort of moves over and puts her back against the one of the posts in there and fires with her light crossbow. With a 12, that would be another miss. She didn't quite get her aim right. That brings us to Dimly, axe flinger.
All right, start with a small axe.
A nat 20. Go ahead.
Unbelievable.
Oh, right in the gut. Right in the gut. And he's like, "Sister, we underestimated the dwarf. Don't let me die." All right. And anything else from Dimly?
Yeah, great axe.
All right. What, are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
All right.
Man's rolling rock.
So this person runs up to you, takes a swing, you deflect it away easily, and you catch him in the gut with your hand axe, and then you come down with your great axe. How does it look?
I split his skull in two.
Skull split right in twain. All of a sudden, the crowd is on their feet. One of them even slips off and falls down, taking. You hear the shattering of a bone as it falls and breaks its leg. On the edge of its seat, seeing that, the crowd erupts. You guys do notice that the elf slaver seems to move forward as well and seems to be focused on the fight. Looks over at his companion. You do notice also that this companion is huge. The guard watching this cage, he is huge. He's a mule, which means he is he's a human that was bred, or was a human and a dwarf were bred together. So he's the size of a human with the sturdiness of a dwarf. He's huge, and he has he's pretty armed to the teeth as well. But he is distracted by the fight. He laughs. Anything else from Dimly? Movement? Anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Or if I, what does the action surge get me?
Action surge allows you to do another action, which could be another attack.
You could move, and then action surge, and then take another attack action.
Oh man, you cleaned them all out in one swing.
I can move 5, right?
Yep.
Okay. I have 2 hand axes. One is on my belt. I'm gonna throw the current hand axe that's in my hand.
Okay.
And I don't think we were prepared a throwing hand axe.
It's the same damage, right? Yeah, just same thing, same hand axe.
Yep.
Same thing?
Yeah, you just
Alright.
roll and actually it might be hand axe thrown. So yeah, that's fine. So 17's a hit. So give me the damage.
Dude doesn't play.
Oh
This
my
dude
God.
doesn't play.
So just thunk right in her chest. She's kind of stuck back to the thing, and she goes, "You didn't even give us a chance." And she's coughing up blood. She's still alive, but she's there. And that would be Dimley's turn, correct?
Alright. I'll ask her if she wants to be my slave.
All right. So you'll find out on her turn. Oh, remember the done button.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get on that.
All right, Chakra, you're seeing your companion. Throw some beatdowns.
All right, so he's gonna run over and kind of stand right next to this guy and start kind of bopping up all down like, "Oh shit, did you see that?" And just making weird like mandible clicky noises. He's not gonna actually say anything. He's just gonna speak like whatever, that kind of just clickety clack kind of noise.
Right,
And,
so
and just
gibberish.
try to create a major distraction, to whatever he can.
All right, so thri-kreen description. Let's go ahead and get your action as a. Hold on, I better look at a character sheet so I'll make sure I give you the right thing. I would think this is going to be just a persuasion check.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be give me a persuasion check. Okay.
All right. So then, and let's see what else. Yeah, so I've got him looking that way, and then.
Oh. So yeah, he's definitely looking down. He comes up. He listens to your thri-kreen gibberish. He kind of smiles and nods, along with you, and sort of edges forward a little bit.
All right, cool. And then that's it. I'm gonna keep him readily distracted.
All right, Anisos.
Okay. So just a quick examination of like what exactly this looks like over here. So this is on top of like a wall or something.
Yeah, it's on top of a wall. Think great big pillars, and with a rock wall on top of it, stone wall on top of it.
And what's the drop?
15 feet.
Okay. And then very lastly, it seems like on top of this wall, this is the cage, and there are these 2 guards.
Yeah, 2 guards. There's the elven guard and then the large mule.
Okay.
Then there's a commoner over here, like just kind of staring down, watching the fights.
Okay. Interesting.
There are a few ladders scattered about at different points on some of these walls as well, where people use to get up.
Okay.
Outside of the walls, I should say.
All right. Well, he's got him distracted. I'm just gonna kind of wander with the crowd here.
Mm-hmm.
One. I can just. Oh yeah, that's right. I can like. I guess he's gonna get like. I don't want to like, literally just stand against the cage here. I think.
There is a small ledge that you can get in front of the cage, but you're curious as if it might raise some eyebrows, trying
Okay.
to pass at this point.
Well, everybody's kind of focused on the stage. Maybe I can try to do this stealthily.
Okay.
Just kind of looping around. Like my goal is to eventually, probably next turn, to like his hands on the cage, to kind of like shimmy across so he's on the other side with the same side as the mule. The mule.
Okay. That's fine. Go ahead and give me right, so the other one's distracted. So go ahead and give me a stealth as your active check at advantage. Now, generally, stealth in combat works differently because once they're aware of you and they're actual combatants, then, but in this case, you're just trying to kind of do your thing.
Yep.
14?
20.
Oh, at advantage, 23. Okay, so 23. So you're able to get over there. That is difficult terrain, though.
Okay. Does the boy notice me?
His eyes. He looks up at you. You actually see tears in his eyes. He is currently gagged, and he has what you notice around his head. The bandana is a wet fabric.
Oh man. So Anisos is going to kind of look at him as he's like. I imagine Anisos's hands are right now on the jail cell as he's kind of trying to like start to shimmy, and he sees him and he just gives him like a little smarmy wink and puts a finger to his lips.
All right. You do hear inside your head, it is not him. And it sounds like a child's voice inside your head, though.
Oh. And 1 second here. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Actually, yeah, no. I think, he's good.
All right. Button.
Sorry about that.
You guys will get it eventually. All right, so this bandit is dead. This one.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't she have 1 hit point? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. No, that one's dead. Yeah, you obliterated that one. The brother's dead.
Dead.
Yep.
This is the slave or not.
All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave it up to chance on this. All right, so she drops her weapons and says, only after you ask her your question. Yes, but you best not sleep with your throat exposed. But she drops her weapons, and the announcer says, she yields. That means that not only does our dwarven champion win, he takes away a free slave for the night. And then he says, I do offer collars and giant hair chains at discounted prices. Now,
are there more fights to be had tonight?
You hear somebody call from up top. This guy over here, he's got a weird mask, and he says, I have a fighter. And then he disappears for a moment. Meanwhile, somebody's coming over, and they are actually binding her hands and feet with giant hair. And
wait a minute. Ron, who are they binding?
Your slave, so she doesn't run right now.
I have to talk to her.
Okay. All right. So you have you'll have a second in a minute, but right now she is not. So what we're gonna do is you'll have a second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the turns, right? Because it's in just role play mode right now. Until the next combatant comes forward. You do notice this gentleman up here, again, the guy with the weird mask, he sort of wanders off, and you can hear him sort of fiddling with something on the outside of the thing. You do hear the sound of leather straps being pulled, and you do hear a whip crack.
Oh, God.
As you do it. You will fight for your freedom, you hear him say. And, all right, so the announcer says, it seems we will have a round 2. Place your bets. And as people go around. And people are actually betting. There's actually, they're giving 6-1 odds on Dimly on this one. Against Dimly.
Against him?
Against him, yeah.
Okay, so we've made a bunch of money.
Well, we have to collect it still.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of hidden, ambushing some people. Maybe Dimly needs to.
But we can bet that money, even though we don't have it in our hand, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got 76 off of that.
We should go collect that. I think so. Anisos, he got really close to him and just made eye contact with him for a minute, and then like, seeing the opportunity is not yet ripe, he's actually gonna back away, and he'll give him like another wink and like a little tap tap, and he's gonna back away, and he'll go to like Chicken and say, perhaps we should collect our gold before we do anything brash, yes, or ceramic, sorry.
And then he's talking to Shakraz, but Shakraz just pretty much just focused completely on the ring, almost like he's got some kind of strange tunnel vision to the fight and what's getting ready to happen.
All right.
In the wind-up rounds, Anisos is going to, I guess he'll go and maybe try to collect the money from the bets.
Yeah, they say you do not want me to hold on to it and perhaps bet on your friend the next round. If you win, you stand to win a lot of ceramics.
An intriguing offer, but he looks over at his companions. Are they trying to bet anything?
I think Dimley's probably signaling go all in while he's about to talk to the girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very well. Let us say perhaps 50 ceramic pieces. That should
Right.
suffice.
All right,
On the dwarf.
all right, so you take 26 and you put 50 on the dwarf. So what'll that be? That'll be a whole bunch of money.
Potentially 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300 more.
All right. So you make your bet, and then do you move back up to by the cage to get your view? I should say. I was making air quotes as if you guys could see me.
What I want to do is as the fight is getting ready to go, Anisos has an idea. I want to be within 60 feet of the cage itself, but I might even like this. I want to be also away from everybody else, like as secluded as I can. So I can see the cage from like way to the south of it, like outside of the ring.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna wander outside of it and like, yeah, I'm gonna wander outside of this whole coliseum.
All right. So
into the edge of the desert.
all right, I'm just gonna put you down there, and we'll just pretend like you're whatever distance you need to be away. About how far, just in case combat starts, so I know how far you have to move.
I would say a safe like 45 feet.
Okay.
A pretty solid distance. But yeah, he's just kind of like silhouetted in the darkness of the desert, and like, in the perfect night, even in the pitch black, Anisos sees without issue, and like he's trying to like, get the kid's attention, and there's this like kind of unsettling shimmer of light on his eyes, like when you like shine a flashlight into the woods, you can see. Yeah, he's got that little shimmer in his eyes, and he begins casting a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. Very good. I like it.
Inside the cage with the boy.
All right. So yeah, the servant's there. I don't really know how to do it, but yeah, there's definitely a little force in there.
Yeah, that's fine. So he's just an invisible. There's this invisible servant that just appears, and as time will go on, I want to command the servant to remove the child's gag.
Okay.
And to unbind him if he is like tied up. If it's shackled, but I'm at least going to definitely remove the gag.
Okay.
In the hopes that his psionic abilities.
Are you waiting for the fight to start before you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's gonna like tug it down a little bit, just to let him know that like, it's possible. Like he'll pull it down kind of just over his lip, so it's still on his chin, maybe.
Okay, gotcha. The kid kind of jumps a little bit and looks around wide-eyed.
Are his hands bound? What are those looking like?
His hands are not bound. Just
Okay.
looks like a kid. He can move around freely in the cage, but he seems to be sitting still.
Okay. Yeah. And with that, Anisos will begin returning to the top of the Colosseum, waiting for the rounds to begin.
All right, so just about the time that you're getting up there, if you want to go ahead and put yourself up there wherever you would be, just about the time, did Shakra jump down to the ground?
He did. He hopped down here. He didn't realize Anisos could see in the dark, so hopefully he didn't see him stashing his cape and stuff over here outside in these little bushes and turning his capric. I'll never say it right. Carapace. Carapace. There it is. Turning his carapace to like a almost like translucent black, but it's right on like sort of an outlined edge, almost like a cartoon edge. You got kind of a blood shimmer, and then he's going to saunter off this way.
Okay.
And kind of wait to see how things go because he's got a bad feeling about this.
All right, so you're staying on the ground.
Staying on the ground. Yeah.
Okay, so you can technically, if you're trying to be stealthy about it, possibly move up and peer through one of the tarps.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just what you would be doing.
Right.
And your passive stealth plus with the carapace color, then the commoners focused on what's to come. They don't seem to take a notice of you. However, as you hear, what was Dimly going to talk to the woman about?
All right. I want to kneel down next to the woman, and I want to say, and I will cite my official backstory, where I trained peasantry to use farm implements against the tyrant soldiers. And I'll explain that I am allowed, by the right of the ring, to use any weapon I find within it. Mm-hmm. And if you will be willing to join me in the next battle, then in the morning, I will set you free. And I can also give you a healing potion.
She pushes herself up, like right as they're about to do to bind her. She says, "Agree, dwarf." She does have a little. She still seems a bit high on adrenaline and a bit bloodied, but she says, "Agreed. I'll take the poultice now, and it best not be none of that dwarven shite water that y'all drink all the time that you call ale."
Okay, I'm taking off one of my vials of healing.
All right, so it's going to be
one.
What you'll do is you'll roll 2d8 and then add 2 to that. So on the side where your dice is, you'll see. No, it's 2d4. I'm sorry, and then you'll go ahead and hover over d4 and then just click the 2. So 5 points. Okay. So she quaffs it down.
How's she looking?
Much better after she drinks that. You see some of the wounds sort of knot up, and she goes, "This must be from the Templar stores. Not quite as strong as I would have liked, but I can swing me weapon."
Yeah, she's not super green. I have a feeling that she was down close to like a hit point or two. Mm-hmm. Does she have? I've asked her if she has anything to help herself heal.
She says, "A good night's sleep, maybe a tumble in the hay, and perhaps another one of them potions, but otherwise, no."
All right, we'll go with what we have.
Very well.
And I wish her luck.
She says, "You best keep true to your word, dwarf, as everyone around here is witness to it." And with that,
I cite my hero-ness. Again, right. My slave hero.
Gotcha. And then you hear the sound of chains rattling, and this very tall, very thin, very pale, lightly armored creature wanders in. You guys instantly recognize it as a Belguai. He does wear a slave's collar and has his wrists and feet bound. He comes in, and you heard his owner tell him that he would be freed if he wins the battle. So he comes in, and he makes this very shrill sort of tribal cry. You guys know the Belgoi are nomads. They stay away from the city. And they're very, very tough opponents, but generally they hunt in packs. So a lone Belgoi, it's up in the air. None of you have necessarily actually seen the Belgoi before. But as he comes in, you see one of the people leaning against the stone there, look over, and he just reaches across with his claw and butters their jugular and leaves them dead, bleeding out. And he roars, and then the bets go wild.
Okay, I'm gonna
It starts to move into the ring.
I'm gonna tell the girl that I'm gonna engage, and since she's wounded, she should keep a distance and put as many arrows as she can into the guy.
Very well. She just nods. She seems a little bit focused on that. She doesn't look too thrilled. She doesn't look too confident either.
So he moved into the ring. Can I move more into the center of the ring?
Yeah, absolutely. And after all the bets are taken, it's time to select tokens and roll initiative.
My God, dude. Oh no.
All right, Anisos, you see this Belgoi coming to the ring. I tell you what, this is going to be a freebie. Or actually, what would your passive nature be?
My passive nature?
Yeah.
Oh, it's I don't have. It's a 0 that I have, so 10, I think.
So 10. Okay, yeah. The only thing you know about these guys is that they are very tribal, very nomadic. You don't know that much about them. But yeah, go ahead. So take your turn.
All right. Seeing that things could get real very fast. Again, he's got a distance from the crowd. He's in a spot that he likes, kind of in the darkness here. He is going to kind of reach into his pouch and play with a handful of pebbles, and I'm going to cast Magic Stone.
Okay, that's your bonus action.
And I think that's gonna be it. Actually, hold on. And yeah, I'm thinking within range here. I'm gonna minor illusion. Oh, no, I need to scoot a little closer, and that might take too much attention. No, I'm just gonna happily wait. Okay. Oh, it's not even verbal. Okay, yeah. It's not even verbal. So I'm not making any noise. I'll scoot just a little closer, and I just with like a little wave of his hand, kind of down at his side. The gag is going to be the illusion over the boy's face looks like the gag is still in place.
Okay, very good. And then you're going to pull the gag off with Unseen Servant?
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
That'll be it.
All right. So,
done.
All right, Chakra, you're kind of peering through. You see this tribe. What would Chakra's passive nature be?
11.
Okay. Well, actually, you're a thri-kreen, which is just as tribal. Thri-kreens often go to war with the Belgoi, and you know that these guys sometimes have some pretty nasty mind powers.
Ah, okay, gotcha. You know what? Can I move to here stealthily?
Yeah, absolutely. You've already got
Like
your
long-
stealth roll going, and you're pretty much out of sight. And then you're going to move up there and just part the. You're going to part the tarp and take a look.
Yeah, just kind of peek, and you know what? I'm gonna wait and see how this plays out, but I'm gonna hit my Githka. I guess it was my Chachka.
Are you
Gotcha.
talking about
That's
the
my
throwing
The throwing one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
have that.
the Chitaka.
The Chitaka. Yeah, I'm gonna have that on the ready
Okay.
and hold my turn on that.
Okay. Very good. All right. Now remember, you have to. if you're gonna do it, it has to be. If you're gonna throw it, it has to be on the start of your turn. Okay, so the bandit actually moves away and behind you and aims to shoot over your head and takes the first shot. Oh, I closed my bandit sheet. Whoops. Right at the Belgwai. Pew! With a 14, what is this thing's AC? Oh, that hits. All right.
Oh my.
So it's not the
Excellent.
9. It's mine. It's just the 6. And any damage?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
That's excellent.
All right. Takes a shot. All right. And that's the bandit's turn. All right. Dimly gets to go before the Belgwai. How could this go? Does he roll in 3 nat 20s in a row? If he does and breaks my game, I'm never playing again, ever.
Does
I will
he?
move
I mean,
into-
not to like apply weakness or anything here, but how does weapon breaking work? Is it
If he rolls maximum damage.
max damage?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna lead with my hand axe.
All right. That would be a hit.
Chunking.
Oops. All right. You cut into him. He's not looking
All
great.
right. Next comes my battle axe.
All right. That's another hit. Oh my God! You obliterate him. So you catch him in the head. Oh, what a terrible initiative roll, man. Everybody goes before this guy.
God.
So yeah, you kind of catch him in the head. The crowd just drops their arms. Anybody who bet against you looks like they're just ready to die. So they're like, "Arr!" Some people are like even starting to kind of move out of the thing. And the bandit says, she kind of holds up her crossbow and looks up at the crowd like she's just like smiling through bloody teeth, saying, I drew first blood. First blood's to me. The kill to the dwarf.
All right. Are there any more battles to be had in this ring?
People are. This guy is like, you hear him just up there. He's cussing in some unknown language. And Dimly comes out of 2 bouts in the arena unscathed. And then it happens. We're going to remove turns. We're going to give you guys a minute as this guy, one of the guys guarding, and the guy that your passive will tell you, Anisos, has the key to the cage, jumps down and says, I'll have a go. The mule.
All right. Excellent. Well, I'm going to tell the girl that I'm going to cut her in on some of the gold. She's doing a great job, and if she helps fight this new guy, as she has the other, then she'll gain her freedom in the morning.
She said, she's smiling and she's kind of raising her crossbow, and she pulls her hand down and says, fucking dwarves in your play on words. I'm stuck here, ain't I? I'm still your fucking slave until the mornings. God's be damned. I don't want to fight him. And she wanders back to you, loading her crossbow, resigned. Any more fights after this one?
I tell her that I'll pay her 50 pieces of ceramic out of my winnings.
Aye. So be it.
A fortune.
She says, well, you better be swinging them axes the same way. that you've been so far. Because that's a mule. They was bred for the fighting pits. You know that.
Yeah, I know the mule. They're cousins of the dwarves, and I'm gonna hack into bits.
This guy just kind of steps in, and he's listening in. He steps in, and he actually drops a large purse on the ground. He says, all that on myself. But the odds are even now. People are kind of like, you took out a fierce Belgwai, a known psionic force to be reckoned with. Again, usually in packs, but right now, kind of limited in what they can do. Shakra, what are you up to?
I'm still lurking. I'm gonna just be hanging out here waiting to see if I have to intervene.
Okay.
I'm keeping a close eye over here on these guards and this dude here, just because they're a little more got a little more going on than the rest of the crowd here. But mostly, I'm sitting here perched in, waiting to see how this pans out.
All right. Anything from Anisos? So you've got the gag off. You do hear a voice in your head saying, "It is not him. The one you want. I am the one you want. And they have disguised me in the pen with the regular slaves." Actually, I'm slipping in the accent. It's more of a normal accent.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
That's a big drop. A big shoe to drop.
Okay. With that, his eyes go wide, and he is going to leave this boy and start to command his unseen servant. He can only move 15 feet at a time. But he is going to start moving his way along the wall to the other cage.
Okay, so you'll have time by their time they're taking the bets, to do that. Yeah, go ahead. Now this one's a bit more. You have to kind of go around back and get a ladder, find one of the ladders, and climb up it. So, but yeah, you can get up there. So if you want to go ahead and move yourself over there.
Sounds good.
All right.
Like on this side? Yeah.
Yeah, that side. Yeah, that's where the other cage is with a group. And you do see women and children in there. A couple of grown men. Very mix of races. There's more than just 5 in there. There's actually like 8 or 9 of them just kind of crammed in there, pressed against the cages.
Gagged as well, or bound and gagged, or anything?
No. Now these guys aren't dressed very nice or anything. A lot of them are mostly nude, so they're just kind of sitting there, ready to be taken, used as servants or pleasure slaves, whatever.
And is there anybody watching me in that group? Like, I feel like this guy's got his attention on me. Is there still somebody in that cage who's still watching me?
Give me a perception roll.
Sure. Ooh, I am super okay at perception. Oh!
All right, so you do see actually that quite a few of them are watching you. In fact, like they're looking at you. You do see some of the women and children. Like you see one woman push a child forward towards you as if, please sir, buy my son on the morrow with your winds, please. You look very kind. And then all of a sudden the elven slaver just sort of reaches out with a spear and just kind of slams her in the face with a haft and knocks her unconscious. But all of them are kind of watching you. You don't see any one particular one that stands out. And they all look very frightened.
It wasn't him. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. I mean, he'll just kind of stay at a range and... there's no need for such violence.
Now, you can see that this guy does have the key hanging from his belt to this cage. All right. And with that, let's go ahead and get this this arena thing started. So let's go ahead and select and roll.
Before that, did the Belqual have anything of interest, weapon-wise?
Now, claws.
Okay, that's
claws. Cool. That would be it. Yeah, they let him in with his claws, which are pretty nasty in and of themselves. All right, here we go. right.
Oh,
Ooh, not good for Dimly this time. And one from Nisos.
Oh, sorry.
All right, 15. Let's go with descending. All right, Shakra, you see this guy sort of advancing on your companion.
You know what? And did I hear the voice saying, "Hey, it's not him, it's somebody else," or was
No.
that just an ethos?
It's just an
me.
Nisos.
what about the bandits initiative?
Bandit's on there. She's just
Okay.
below Nisos.
Oh,
You know what? I am going to work my way back down around 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You do obviously see Anisos completely changing direction.
Right, yeah, he's heading over toward that cage, right?
Yeah, he's over there now. You kind of watched him curiously, and then the fight started.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm gonna stay slinked inside. I don't know which one of these blocks would be like up against this wall, but
Now that one's a flat wall. That one there's no actual pillar to see through.
yeah, okay, it's like just right there or something.
Yeah, so
I'm
you
just
can
trying
kinda
to
peek
stay pretty well stealthy so I can still kind of see everything that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here and kind of be able to get in here if I needed to.
Sure, yeah, because you can see over this.
Oh, okay, I got you. This
Yeah.
is just a little short wall then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna stay kind of hunched down and stealthily, in this point. That way I can be of range. Now I'm going to have a dart on hand though, because I think those would be a little more subtle if I had to just throw them from out of nowhere.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold action on that, and that's it.
All right. So. Oh yeah, you were first in the initiative, so you don't get a done button. All right, Anisos.
Anisos he's looking at this cage, and there's just a few children. I want to roll an insight check versus what he's been telling me.
Okay.
I have like the suspicion that this kid is trying to get me to also free the other slaves. I just want to. I'm just gonna try to see if he's lying to me, or just kind of get a feel for the fact, like, is this boy the one who's in the cage? Is he actually the one, or is he not? You know,
Okay,
like,
go ahead, roll.
Uh-oh.
All right. Oh no! All right, so the one thing that you don't necessarily know if it's telling the truth or not,
right.
but there's no one in that cage that looks like they're holding their stuff together. Like, it looks like they're all a bunch of terrified, beaten and bedraggled slaves.
But this kid over here had more of a I don't know, a sort of just the knack, I suppose. He looked like he was made of something.
Yeah, I mean, he looks a little bit sturdier than the other kids. He does have tattoos on his face. Now, the one thing that I'll say is they did look fresh, the tattoos. But he has tattoos on his face and whatnot.
Know him when you'll see him.
so tattoos are kind of rare on Athos.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start working my way back towards the original cage.
All right.
Yep. So I guess if there's a ladder, I'd walk down it, and on the back side of the wall, I will kind of re-up my magic stones.
Okay.
I don't know where I can be. I'll probably be somewhere around here or something,
All right. Very good.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. All right, the bandit. She instantly loads up. She moves behind you, same as before, as if using you as a human shield. And let's see. Hold on. Let me see what this guy's AC is. Pure crap. Pew! With a hit and 9 piercing damage to this guy.
Damn.
She catches him right in like the bare shoulder, and he's like, "Ugh!" She goes, "First blood's to me again, dwarf. I'm earning my coin, right?"
Absolutely.
All right.
Good job.
All right.
Boy, he didn't.
But then that's it, and you see out comes this bone half with like a stone end on it, and he charges at you. Dimly, he gets up to you, and he
Can
sings.
he move that far?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Can make 2 attacks. So he attacks with a mace, with a miss, and he attacks again with a mace, with a hit, 4 bludgeoning. Finally, at least he could draw some friggin' blood on this damn dwarf. So he kind of clips him in his, like, right in his helmet. All right, time for the pit champion.
My turn.
Oh, a miss. I think that's your first miss of the game.
A rare miss.
Don't forget, you do still have that user lose inspiration.
Sure.
But the battle axe does hit.
Nice.
11 points. Oh my God, brutal.
Oh, that's max damage though.
Shouldn't it be green? Oh yeah, it is max damage. I haven't been hovering over. I keep expecting it to be green. Okay, I'm gonna need a D20 roll from you.
D20.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
This is where those high rolls need to come in handy. Okay, good. Your weapon takes a brutal hit, and lets me go. Thanks for letting me know about that. Yeah, for some reason I was looking for the greens rather than just the damage. I forgot that it didn't show green on damage unless you hovered. My bad. So I might have been giving you all kinds of unbroken weapons, Dimly.
Well,
Sorry.
I think that was
Not
probably
on
the
me.
first max damage roll.
I think it was actually. All right. Anything else? He definitely
let's
takes
see.
it. He's still hanging on, but you've definitely given him a couple of good hits.
I'm gonna use my action surge. Do I have that? Is it a new battle? Do I get a new?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Plus,
gonna
you had a
use it.
long rest and everything. So, yep. Oh, that's another hit. Oh my God. This guy might get 1 attack off if the bandit doesn't finish him. He's like, oh.
Jesus.
And anything else from Dimly?
All right. I tell the bandit, we're almost there. You've almost earned your you've earned your freedom. Just giving you some inspiration.
Finish him, right? Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Done button? I gotcha. All right. Chikra?
Man, what to do? We're not pursuing these guys anymore, huh? All right, I'm gonna leave them well enough alone then. And then I'm gonna just come back over here, behind this curtain, where in case I need to jump in, I can save everybody. Still got darts on the ready, and I'm done.
All right. Nisos?
Nisos is walking back and he pauses and he's just like tapping his nose, thinking like, wait. Were those tattoos on the boy? Because he mentioned he was disguised. Like people tried to actively disguise him. Did those tattoos? Now that I'm thinking about it, did they look like recent enough to be like a day, or or almost like they're like fake tattoos, like just markings?
That would be like a nature check, which would be an active check.
Sure,
It's up to
I'm
you.
fine.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, he's thinking over what he saw.
Okay.
Could I make this investigation?
Yeah, investigation is fine. Yeah.
I use inspiration.
Okay.
Oh God, I need to figure out who to. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I'm really just trying to piece together where the fuck is this boy? Like,
All right. They did not look like they were painted on. They looked fresh but scabbed over, which would have marked them as about a week or 2 old.
Okay. Damn. And so the voice literally told me it was not him. It was in the other cage.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna turn back around and climb back up the ladder.
All right.
He's just like mulling these stones over in his hand, like, where the fuck am I supposed to be? This makes no sense. You'll know him when you see him, but the voices in my head, they tell me no. And that's it. That's what he's got.
All right. All right, Bandit. Let's see if she can pull it off. She grimaces. She takes aim. She fires with a hit for 2 piercing, which is not enough to take him out.
Uh-oh.
But he is like, she catches him right in the throat. He's like, and then he kind of bites through the pain and swings at Dimly with the mace. Now you are using your unshielded AC, correct?
Unshielded.
Right. Okay. Mace, miss.
Oh my god.
He comes back with a back swing. Does a 16 hit you, right?
Yeah, I have an armor class of 16.
Okay, gotcha. So it's meter beat, so 5 bludgeoning damage. So I did do a little bit of damage to you as he spits in your face, knowing that the kill stroke is coming. Showing no signs of yielding.
All right. So be it. You guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Get
All
after
right.
it.
Start off with the small axe. That's a miss, isn't it?
That is a miss.
And in with the...
That's a hit. So it only has 1 point of damage. He only has 1 point of damage. So you take the mole down. How do you finish him?
I take off his kneecaps. Take him off the kneecaps so he's the same height as me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hovers there for a little while and then falls on his back and blood splurts up in the air.
Very nice. All right, very good. And we're going to go ahead, and since it's top of the turn order, we're going to go ahead and remove all turns while, not descending. The crowd goes wild. Some people seem sluggish. Some people seem defeated. Some people seem resigned. But some people are cheering. They've made some coin. You, my friends, are currently up to, I think, 300 ceramic pieces, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we won 300, and we had 76.
Mm-hmm. So 376 ceramic. Up to that. The announcer steps in. Any more challengers for the mighty dwarf? Any? People are just kind of shrugging, counting some of their ceramic, like just looking on with wide-eyed. The guy over here that lost his Belgoy slave, he's already eyeing the slave cages to see if he's going to buy any, counting his minuscule ceramic. And that's it. No one seems to step forward. The bandit says, "I'll take no word play from you now, dwarf. You said if I finished him, I'd earn me freedom, and I didn't finish him, so I know I have to wait until morn."
All right. Can I search? Do I have time to search this guy?
Yeah,
The
that
knowledge?
guy, actually, you do find some ceramic on him. You find 4 full ceramic pieces on him.
All right.
And then he has like it's kind of a mace, but it's like more like a club.
Now, what's in the purse that he dropped?
That's what he was betting. That was ceramic. So
He's betting for ceramic?
yeah.
Ah.
No,
Okay,
that's what he
so-
has in a pouch. The purse he dropped, the other guy had already collected.
Who
For the bet.
collected?
The host. That was his bet on himself.
Oh, that was his
So
bet on
yeah, he just
himself.
happened to have 4 ceramic tucked into a little side pouch.
Okay, I'm going to really rifle him through all of his pockets, everything, his shoes. I'm going to take shoes off. I'm looking for anything he's got on his person.
All right, yeah, you rifle through. You guys see the dwarf being extremely dwarfish right now as he's kind of pulling off his shoes, checking up under the loincloth, like snapping his leather harness, all kinds of stuff. He doesn't find anything, but it looks quite comical. Looks quite dwarfish. All right, so all right, go ahead.
No key.
Does he get the keys?
No keys off of this guy. Oh yeah, this is the guy with the keys. Yeah, there is a key. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the thug. Yeah, you definitely see the key there.
All right, I palm it.
All right, that would be a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Now,
Because this slaver is definitely looking close. In fact, he looks like he's about to jump down and come search.
Nice.
All right. Ooh, let's see what this guy's perception is. +1, 11, 12. No, he doesn't see it. All right, so yeah, he's climbing. He's kind of turning himself around to drop and starts making his way. Just as you palm it and start to move away from the body, he starts making his way towards the body, leaving the cage for the time being unguarded.
So I'm guessing that I'm probably not perceptive enough to see any of my partners.
Right. Well, you can see him
in the
on
shadows.
Yeah, you definitely can't see Shakra. Anisos, you're still trying to be stealthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He's
yeah.
just trying not to draw too much attention to himself, for sure.
Yeah, they're kind of hanging on the edges of the thing, and then, just on the outside of the lights, the torch holders that are around the pit.
The cages are to the south here.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that I know about that we were trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna walk down. I'm not allowed to leave the ring, right?
No, you can. There's no more challengers.
Between battles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no more challengers.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna allow the person with the better skills to take the key from me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if whoever has a better check, probably not me.
So you pass off the keys?
All right. He's going to look. All right, so the slaver, you do notice he gets there as you hand off the key, and he's starting to kind of look at the guy's belt, and he's muttering about, fool, stupid fool. You had your freedom, you had everything, and you gambled it away, thinking you could take a clearly much stronger opponent. And he's kind of looking, you're noticing he's starting to look a little confused, Shakra. Anisos, what are you up to?
I think he's looking at his companions, and looking back at the cage.
Mm-hmm.
If he's seeing them approach the cage, he's going to wait and see what they do before doing anything else.
All right. So, Shakra, as you get close, you hear a voice inside your head, and it says, "He is not the one you were looking for. It is a trick." In a child's voice. As this kid looks at you, and he goes up on the cage as if pleading. Oh, shit. Give me a insight check, Shakra. Oh, well, you rolled even lower than me, so yep. You definitely hear that inside your head. And the kid, this looks like a kid with, scabbed over tattoos. He's very skinny, like normal wasteland people. Like, he's excited that you're coming to potentially let him out. He still has an illusion gag on his mouth, but he speaks. He's like, let me out. But you hear something inside of your head saying, that's not the one.
Well, I'm going to try to open the cage with the key anyway.
Okay.
And what do I got to roll for that? Or does it just open?
It just opens. I'd say roll a stealth check. Okay.
I'll use my advantage on that if that didn't work.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to do that because right as you're popping the cage, The slaver stands upright and looks over it dimly, and then says something. Did he hand something off? And then he screams, "Thieves! Cheats! They stole the key to the cage. They are attempting to free the boy. Their winnings are forfeit." And then the guy says, They are? And he starts to kind of glance up, and all eyes are starting to point up towards Shakra, who's slowly turned his carapace to nothing. But then the cage opens, and you hear a voice in your head, Shakra. The boy's face, he was looking very terrified, like a normal slave boy would, terrified and excited that somebody was going to let him out. His arms drop to his sides, and he shakes his head and says, "Fool." And then, with that, hold on. I don't know if I can do this because I had him set as a map. I'm going to move the cage for a second. He drops off. He walks right out of the cage and drops off the side with a silent thud and starts to run into the desert on his own.
Boy, that went south.
Uh-huh.
And but as he starts to drop, obviously you can try to do something as he tries before he drops, Shakra.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to just get in front of him because I should be faster than him, I would believe, right?
Okay. Yeah, so absolutely. You can step in front of the boy. And
I have no idea where he went.
I lost him on two. I actually drug him completely off of the fucking thing. So pretend like what I'm going to do is it's going to be this guy for now. How did I do that? How did I drag my token completely off of the map? Anyway, so we'll say that this guy is him. And, yeah, you kind of get in front of him. He says, "Let me go." And this time he's speaking. But at this point, I need everyone to select their tokens and roll initiative.
Oh, God.
I'm only going to select people who are going to actually do combat. All right. Oh, James, you were so right there. Anisos was right there, and then he got confused.
Yeah.
He could have just totally jimmied the lock and been done with it.
I know.
But the boy, you were right though. I mean, 100%. The boy was trying to get you to free the slaves before messing with him. All right, Shakra, the boy is on the ground with you, and you can hear the slaver in there sort of yelling, "Get them! Get them!"
Okay, well, I'm going to look at the boy and tell him, "Stay safe. I need to go free the others." And then just like that, I'm going to leap up onto the thing and dive back into here where my homies are.
Okay.
Let me see here. And this is the guy. Let me see here. And then I'm going to go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make sure I'm in range here. That should be 1, 2. Yeah, that's plenty. And then he's getting a shot. This cat right here.
Shataka.
It's getting a shataka to the face.
Oh my God! All right, give me damage.
5.
All right. So it definitely kind of cuts him right across the chest, and then in typical Shataka form, it comes right back to you.
All right. And
Nice.
listen, that is not. We wouldn't consider that any kind of monk weapon or anything, right?
No,
All right. Well,
that's a
then.
thri-kreen weapon.
Indeed. Okay. Well, then that's. Let me see. Did I get my maximum movement? Let's see. I might then bounce back here and call it done. And that's it.
All right. So
Good.
let's see what this guy has. I have to open 1 billion character sheets now.
As we just butchered the whole bazaar.
So, first thing he does is charge right to the closest target, which is Dimley's pet bandit, and attacks. Oh, did I put the bandit in? I didn't put the bandit in. Let me add the bandit's turn, just on the odd chance that the bandit goes first. Yeah. All right, so she's on 10, so that would not.
Yeah.
Let me put her on 10, which is just above. There we go. All right, so yeah, he comes up and takes a swipe at her with the scimitar with a miss. She's on the edge. She's still pumping with adrenaline. She turns and bats it away with her crossbow and reaches for her own scimitar. That's that one's turn. All right, Anisos.
Okay. All right. Shit just got real. He's gonna look over it and he's gonna shout for his boys. Whoop! 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 As a swirl, he's gonna look over at this dude here, and you see the sands kind of rising from his feet. Whoosh! I'm gonna hex him, hoping that not too many people see, but I'm gonna hex him all the same. So I'll hex his strength.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna whip one of my stones at him from this distance.
Actually, I want to try something real quick. Nope, it didn't work. Try that. Nope. Try this. Nope. Damn it. I have a concentration thing that lets me know that you're concentrating, but if you get hit, it'll automatically roll your save. So, but that's all right.
That doesn't bother me. And I'm going to whip this stone at him.
All right, rocket. That's a hit.
Okay, so this is going to be this damage, and then on top of that,
holy smokes,
15.
So
the stone just. Whoosh.
Yeah, it definitely. How does it look? How does the stone burrow into his brain?
Yeah, so the stone flies with like an eerie, just whoosh, like speed. Just kind of, it almost like slingshots itself from his hand, and it's just this tiny pebble that just beads him right in the forehead. And that'll be, he just drops, the cross-eyed, like, falls backwards. And Anisos is going to, seeing that, he's going to start running towards this cage. I'm going to get right about here, I think. And then I'm going to slide and go prone.
Okay. You can mark yourself prone if you want.
Yep. So he's doing just like kind of a baseball slide.
All right.
Hoping that anybody attacking him otherwise is going to be a harder target.
All right.
And that'll be his turn.
All right. Next up is this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's his movement. Does he have any kind of ranged weapon, or is he using the dash action? Oh, he does. He actually has a ranged spear. So he kind of pulls the top off of the little walking stick he was on, and it's sharpened to a point, and he chucks it right at Dimley. 15. That is AC is 15, right?
16.
It's 16.
Okay, 16.
Yeah,
so yeah,
Dimley!
Yeah, you managed to move it out of the way. All right, so turn it aside, and that's it. He does look like he's going to continue his momentum to try and retrieve it at least, though. But that's all he can do on his turn. All right, it's time for your pet bandit. She attacks with a scimitar. Oh my goodness, she hits. Doesn't do much damage, but she definitely cuts through some of his armor. I need to start remembering to hover over everybody's damage too to see if there's max damage.
At least for your guys, it's probably easy if we declare ours.
Yeah,
We'll be
just
responsible for ours. You do the MPTs.
Right,
Otherwise,
right.
probably it's too much for you.
so you guys know how to hover over. Like if you just hover over your damage, if you see anything green, it means you rolled max damage, and then you have to roll a d20 on a 1 or 2. Your weapon breaks. All right, so that would be her turn. She's like, well, this went to shit in a fuck basket, and this guy actually has a spear as well.
Hmm.
So, 5, 20, 30. But I think he does not want to let it go, so I think he's going to take the dash action and go up to the bandit, and that will be his turn. All right, this slaver, do they have any kind of ranged weapons? They do. So prone makes him shoot at you with disadvantage, right, James?
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
So yeah, he is going to. He sees you coming towards the slave pens. He sees you destroy his companion with a rock, with a pebble. So he's going to take a shot at you at disadvantage. Oops, wrong guy. 6. That would be a miss. All right. So he is going to take difficult terrain. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. He's still not quite in melee. He wasn't able to get there because he took his action, so that's his turn. All right, Dimly. Hero of the hour.
I gotta get to the bandit and see if I can help her out. I don't think I can.
The swart legs.
All right, and I will throw my hand axe at this gentleman here.
Okay.
This guy in the center of the ring.
All right. Oh, my goodness. All right, give me some damage.
Hold on, I
Sorry, that was my bad.
closed off that. Hold on. What did I do? Okay, there it is. I made that thing go away.
You might have to scroll up because James just spammed us.
Yeah. My bad. That was.
That's okay. That's okay.
My mouse is double clicking for some reason. I don't
8
know.
damage. Might have something to do with roll 20. Like I said, he did an update. Oh, you weren't here, yeah, but we'll talk about it later. All right, so yeah, as you're charging at him, you let your hand axe fly, and it catches him right in between the eyes, and he drops to the ground.
Do I have time to quaff a potion?
So you only used your hand axe on your movement. So yeah, absolutely, you have a bonus action.
All right, I will use my potion.
So it's 2d4 plus 2. So 7 points back to yourself. 7, 8, 9 points back to yourself.
Excellent. I'm back up to full strength.
And that will be the end of Dimly's potions. All I need is one natural 20, though.
Yep.
Okay, and I will shout to this guy with the spear. I'll insult him. And what kind of a person is he?
Which one? This one?
This guy, yeah.
He was
is
more
he?
of a just like kind of a merchant. The one that's closest to was just one of the merchants who seemed to be eager to join the fray. The one that was the host is down here.
Okay, well, I'm going to call this guy Dung Herder.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Try and engage him. Try and get him to look over at me or consider attacking me.
Okay, very good. And is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip. That way you don't have to worry about that. This one is trashed. All right, what does this guy have? Then, ooh, this is the tough guy.
Oh, no.
So he's not going to make the dash action to get closer. You do see him drawing his sword with one hand, but as he's running at you, he has a very small crossbow that he holds in one hand, and he fires at you.
Mother.
19, 3
Oh.
piercing.
All right, so be it.
All right, and that'll be his turn. Shakra.
All right, well, I don't like people beating up on my friends, so I'm gonna run up to this guy and whack him.
What does this guy's AC? Not enough.
Oh, darn it all. Let me see here. Then I'm gonna use one of my key points to... No, you know what? I'm just gonna stand here toe-to-toe with him.
All right.
And, yeah, I don't have any bonus actions that I can use, I don't think. That would help me, so done.
All right, this one swings. The bandit with the scimitar. Oh, gets a hit for 4 slashing. She gets kind of gashed across the chest, and she's like, "Dwarf, if you're gonna do something, do it now." All right, next up, Anisos.
All right, from his slide, Anisos will take half his movement to stand up.
Okay.
Oh, that's the hex. And he will, with his free hand, he'll draw his singing stick
Okay.
and approach this dude, twirling it so it's got like a little whistle. And he's going to, his bonus action, transfer the hex to this dude. Same thing, strength.
Okay.
It's just kind of by default. And I'm going to take a swing at him.
All right.
Oh, no good.
Oh yeah, that's a miss.
And that will be his turn. But he will also, as he's now squared up with this dude, he will shout over. And he won't use his names, but he'll say, "Insect! Kreen! Do not let the boy escape, or all will be for naught." And he'll turn back and prepare to fight this dude. Turn down.
Alright. This is the one. So he has to go over here to retrieve his spear. He's going to throw it at you again. He's going to pick it up and throw it at Dimly. Ooh, 4 piercing. I'm finally rolling okay.
Whoa.
Oh, that was too much. Yeah, you missed a minus. I saw a lot of blood come up there. There we go. I was like, I didn't think I hit you that hard.
I'm now
Does not
suddenly
look good.
attached to this bandit girl, though. Like, she's got to survive, dog.
Now, bear in mind, guys, this isn't a video game. You don't always have to win the fights. And as of
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, you have accomplished something. So just remember. All right, that is his turn. All right, it's Bandit's turn. She's going to keep... she's actually, at this point, she's taking the disengage action. And she's running away. So there's an action called disengage you can take, Dimly, which allows you to fight defensively. You can't take any other actions, but you don't get an attack of opportunity against you when you leave combat.
Okay.
All right, so she's not looking good. She's like, "I'm not dying for you, dwarf." All right. So this one, this is the guard. 5, 10, 15, 20. He can get to her, so he's charging after her.
Oh, damn.
Actually, no, I don't think he would. I think he would actually charge after, because it's clear that, she was roped into fighting as a slave, and the real threats are some of the other people. So I think actually he would come to you, Dimly.
All right.
Sorry about that. I gotta kind of play it a little bit realistically. Comes at you and he stabs at you with a two-handed spear with a miss. So he misses, That's his turn. This elven slaver is alive and in melee.
That
17.
is a hit.
5 piercing damage. He
And I need to
stabs
make a
into you.
concentration check.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I just need to beat a DC 10.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
very good. Okay. So, yeah,
All right.
you managed to stave off the struggle for now. Dimly, you're up.
All right. So I can move alongside this guy and not have him take an opportunity on me, right?
Correct, as long as you
Okay.
stay base to base with him.
Okay. I'm going to attack this guy who is the biggie.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out my second hand axe. I think my current hand, my spare hand axe, I think is in this other guy's head on the
Correct.
ground.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is my I can't throw this one unless I'm going to lose it. So I'm just going to hack with it.
All right. That's a hit. All right.
Minimum damage. Y'all are in the thick of it down there. Holy shit. Oh, no.
All right. And then here comes the battle axe.
Oh my God. What is it with dwarves? I have another dwarf in another campaign that never rolls below a 20. Like, all right, so that is
that
low
wasn't that
damage.
much.
All right. Down you go. All hell broke loose all of a sudden. That was great. All right. Anything else from Dimly?
I'm afraid Dimly is not one of many subtleties. Nope. I'll stick.
All right. Done button?
Oh, sorry.
All right, fine. That takes a lot of getting used to. All right, this
Yeah.
one is going to swing at... first, he's going to swing at Shakra. It was the first one he saw. 3 piercing at
damn.
Shakra. And then he comes as... He has a new combatant. He does have multi-attack. So he's going to swing over at Dimly with a miss. And that is his turn. He's kind of skilled with his sword. He's whirling it around a little bit. You can tell he's much more of a one-on-one fighter. Shakra, top of the turn order.
Uh-huh.
That's a hit. All right.
And I'm going to whack him with that.
All right, Monk unarmed strike. Does that take a key point, or is that you can just use it?
That, I think, let me double check just to make sure. I think it's just part of the, I could use, you know what, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use a key point and use flurry of blows, so we'll hit him with that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, which allows me blows, which didn't look like it hit.
Yeah, so how does your critical failure on your secondary strike look? Does
Let me
take 9
see.
points of damage.
Yeah, I'm whooping them all up, all super cool, like it's all sweet, and somehow I managed to get my last little arm came swinging out and got tangled up in all the other arms, kind of bopping myself in the face, and I had to shake it off. My antennas kind of boing back and forth like I just hit the brakes real fast on the car.
Oh, also, I'm sorry, too. You're in your disguise, right? So my guy doesn't even know that you're Chikra, right?
No, I'm just a weird, bloody,
Okay, yeah, sorry
red-looking
about that.
mantis.
We'll
No, well, I
retcon
don't.
that
You
shot at it.
no, but you know what you do because you saw me change into
Okay.
the thing when I was trying to be all sly outside of the thing. So you actually do
Sounds good.
know. Only one knows my secret. So yeah, I would still, and I would to balance that out, and I would then shout back to him on the wall that we cannot leave until we have freed all of the slaves. And then I end my turn.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm sure Anisos and Chikara will have something to talk about later.
So let me see distance here. 25, 35, definitely not getting there. And he only has a melee weapon. This guy is damaged. I'm going to make a morale check on this guy real quick, just for a little chaos. Oh, he chickens out. He's like, I lost my slave, my prized slave. I've lost all my ceramic, my bits. And you see him, he kind of takes the dash action and runs around, and he starts to haul ass.
Oh, man.
All right. That's one of the other guys. All right. Anisos.
All right. I'm going to take another swing at this dude. Actually, I'm going to then draw my second swinging stick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my first swing at him.
All right. That's a hit.
And with the hex damage, that is 12 points of damage.
So why is it rolling 2? What's that second, that 2 bludgeon?
That is the Genie's Wrath.
Okay, gotcha. Jeez Louise. All right, so 1 strike and you just obliterate this guy's face.
Yeah. And like with the necrotic damage, what it looks like visually is just like sand kind of coming up out of nowhere, and it just like seeps into his eyes and his mouth, and it's just like reaching inward until eventually his eyes are covered in sand and he drops.
Nasty. I dig it.
As a bonus action, kind of now surveying the field, he steps up to the ledge here and he says, Nisa, unchain them. And his unseen servant, which is not concentration, lasts an hour, is now commanded to take the keys from the guy and do it. So that'll take probably maybe a turn or 3, depending. He's slow.
Sure, yeah.
But he'll do that over the next few turns.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's probably all I can do. I definitely want to look and see. I'll wait. I think that's probably all I can do. I'll move a little closer. Maybe down here a little bit more in the middle.
There you are.
And that's it. That would be his turn.
All right. This one has flung his spear again. He's kind of here for this. This one is the host. He's going to come up. He'll grab his spear and go straight at D4. He's going at Shikra. With no hit. All right, Bandit's turn. I'm going to tell you what. She's kind of joining the fray again. She's looking around, seeing combatants drop. She's seeing a lot of commoners, and she does yell out, "Hey, boss, we leaving any witnesses?" And she seems to be eyeballing this commoner here, who seems to be like, it's just kind of a non-combatant, sort of maybe shopper or merchant's helper, whose eyes go wide.
I'm going to say, hit one of these guys with a spear that are attacking us. The commoners, if they're not fighting, they're not a danger.
All right, she says, the weakness of city dwellers. And she shoots at the guard here. With a natural 20! Oh my god, I cannot believe
The one time you're rolling crits, it's the NPCs it's helping.
Exactly. I mean, can you believe that? So the arrow goes and it hits. That's my DM crit sound.
Nice.
And let me go ahead and roll damage. So 6 piercing. Ah, damn it. Every once in a while. There we go. Bam. She shoots the one right in the back. And that's her turn.
Excellent job.
All right, the guard's turn. This one is going to spear Dimly. Well, jeez. That's all right. That's all right. This guy's trash. Let me get him out of here. Dimly, you're up.
All right. I'm going to, the head honcho guy, the to the southwest corner. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hit him with my axe for a try.
Are you kidding me right now? All right, so
guy.
I guess you earned this one, which is going to be the 1-ton brick sound. As your axe embeds into his chest for 8 points of damage. And when you pull it out, his chest cavity spurts open, and you swear you can see his heart beating for just a moment before it comes along with your axe. And that guy's dead. All right.
All right.
Anything else from Dimly? You do
I
have a
swing
hand
around
axe.
him. I twirl around on my heel with my giant great axe and swing for the bleachers at this this guy with the spear that's in the to my north east.
All right, very good. Give me damage. That would be a definite hit. 7 slashing damage. So, another one falls to Dimly's axes.
Murder machine.
All right. Anything else for Dimly?
I shout a word of encouragement to my bandit friend. Trying to get some camaraderie going.
All right.
And
She nods. She kind of spits off to the side. You see blood trickling down her chin and everything. She's covered in blood. She's still kind of hanging on. She's holding her wounds, but she's toughing it out. She looks kind of like she's joined on with your kind of bloodlust and adrenaline. Chakra, you're up.
All right, let's see. Taking out. Hang on, let me see. So that's Dimly. So yeah, that one guy right there, to the upper of me.
Let's see. What does he have? His AC is 16. No, you're not able to get him.
Grr. That's all I got then. I'm gonna wait.
All right, this guy I'm going to go ahead and trash because nobody seems to be chasing him down. So is anybody going to try and chase that guy down on their turn? Let me ask that.
No.
No. All right.
Using his position of elevation up here, Anistos is gonna look for the bookie who has our fucking money.
That would be this guy right here.
Oh,
no,
okay.
He's not going to make it.
All right. As a bonus action, I will transfer the hex to him.
Okay.
And take my last pebble. Roll it in my hand, give a little blow on it for good luck, and just spin it. Almost like he's rolling a die, and then it just shoots out at a completely straight arc.
All right, rocket. That just hits. That's the one good thing about these poor guys.
Whoa!
That is 13 points of damage.
All right, so from over your head, Dimly, you this thing kind of whims down, and you feel it kind of whiz off of your shoulder plate. You're like, what the hell was that? And then it just kind of catches this guy in the mouth, and it goes down his throat, and he's like, and then when he coughs it out, a bunch of blood comes out, and down he goes. That's another notch on Anistos' belt.
He looks over and gives a wave to his companions. He says, "Don't forget our money. We won quite a bit. Fortunate for him. After the boy!" And I will find the nearest ladder and book it in the general direction, south, I think.
All right, so just as you're doing that, you hear the clattering of the cages, and you hear the slaves cheer as they start to go out. You still see commoners kind of sitting there looking resigned. One or two of them maybe shrugging. I still got some decent winnings off of the dwarf, the mighty dwarf. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all turns because everybody's dead. And so you hear the cage clattering open, and you start running off towards the south to chase after the boy. And he's waiting there. Just kind of waiting there in the sands, and says, "Well, you did well. I hated to see so much bloodshed, but you did well."
It was not exactly our decision to start the fight, but it was certainly ours to end it.
So he says, can you please take this bandana off of my head?
Naturally. I think Anisos will oblige him.
All right. And he says, and he looks at you and says, tell them you couldn't find me, and I need a wisdom save.
Oh, shit.
DC 15. Oh, you lucky. So you just kind of look at the boy blankly, and what is your answer to that?
I am afraid, my little friend. It is a request I cannot oblige.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders, and he says, the milk's still doing its work. Such a shame. Very well. Where am I to go?
Accompany us through the desert. We are headed to the Free City, my friend.
He just nods. And I guess you guys can move your tokens up to him if you want.
Okay, well, I want to go over.
Where are
have
we?
A chat with the bandit.
Did we free the other slaves? Are they free out of their cages?
They're gone. I just can't get to them because I got them covered by the map layer. But Anisos had his unseen servant take the key off of the other one's belt and unlock the cage.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Which is pretty, it's just a floating set of keys that wanders
Right.
over and unlocks it.
Hey, Chakra, that guy has all our money. You gonna get that on your way out?
Which one? This guy here?
Yeah, this guy, dude.
Yes.
Yep.
As Chakra goes.
Yep. Yes. I'm gathering all of the money from everywhere
everybody.
that I see laying around anywhere. And,
So right now, I guess that what you find on that guy is the 300 ceramic, and actually, let me give you guys. Oh, there's a Cabal stash in your journals that you guys can for now keep party treasure on that, unless you guys divide it up amongst yourselves. In which case, that's between y'all. But whatever's left would go into Cabal stash. There are spears. There are scimitars. And if you guys are looting the bodies, is that what you're doing?
yeah.
All right, so,
Yeah, but I need to talk to the bandit.
All right. So yeah, you go up to her. Go ahead. What do you say?
First of all, I help her bind her wounds up,
Okay.
and I say, I understand, it was a bad day, and you might not want to join our band, but maybe you want to accompany us to back to the city where you'll be safe, and you can decide whatever you want when you get back there. And here's your 50 gold,
She takes it.
or 50 ceramic pieces,
Right. She takes it and she kind of weighs it in her hand for a minute, and she says,
which is a fortune.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, sort of. It depends because they don't really they use ceramic more for trade. Plus, it's very easy to get it stolen from you in Athas. But you guys will see the downside of having a lot of ceramic by next session. But anyway,
Oh, no.
she weighs it and she says, "Your offer is considered, Master Dwarf. Sadly, I will decline your trip to the city. But should you ever
understand.
find yourself in the wastelands, say the name." Now I got to think of a damn name. Kara.
Kala. Okay, Kara.
Kara. Say the name Kara. Should you ever come across any members of our tribe, the Crimson Sands.
Crimson Sands.
Yep. That name I had thought of, but like the bandit name I hadn't. She says, "I will not tell them that you killed my brother, for it was our choice, and he died well and honorably to an honorable opponent." And then
All
she
right.
starts to skip. She gives a final glance and a final little bow, and she starts to limp off.
Yeah, I say something like, I'm glad we part ways on good terms.
Says, "As am I, dwarf, for I'd hate to be on the bad side of those axes."
I can't believe that bandit lived that battle.
All right, so the bandit walks away. Yeah, you guys are able to kind of loot through the corpses.
Is there like
You're able to find 19 more ceramic in total. It's in various bits, of course. Some of it's ceramic, some of it is in bits. But most of the merchants are shoving off right now. Like they're getting out of here before you guys kind of turn your attention to them.
how much is a goat?
Goat, standard, whatever a goat would be. Goat cost 5e.
He's just looking for like a small pack animal / survival meal.
So we'll say it's one ceramic.
One ceramic.
Yeah.
Cool. He'll pack up. He'll take the goat. And probably collect some of like most of the weapons maybe, and kind of try to maybe tie him down with some hemp rope.
Okay.
On top of this goat, and just use it as like a a little pack animal.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say that you can get probably 2 spears and 3 scimitars
Cool.
out of it. You can also get the mace if you want the thug's mace.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's grabbing all of it.
Yeah, just grab that and put that in the cabal stash. Just write it in the cabal stash when you have a second. And that way you got something to carry back. So with that, are you guys going to, the child seems willing to go with you. Are you guys going to begin to make your way back to Tyr?
I think we should.
I think we should. I think these merchants were good people, and we shouldn't hurt them in any way.
Let's distance ourselves from the town and lick our wounds in the desert, while we perhaps acquaint ourselves with the boy.
Sounds good.
That's totally harmless. It's not sexual. I
Did not sound right.
You're perfectly fine. We just wish to learn a little bit more about who you are.
Let's take him in a cave in the desert and get to know more about him.
He's like, no. I promise. Listen, no.
Can I just be in a cage again? Thank you. Oh, don't worry.
The boy says, he says to you guys, he kind of snickers as you're having your banter there, and says, "Do not worry. If you tried anything now that you've taken the milk soaker I have off of my head, I would simply make your brains implode." And he starts walking in the direction of Tyr.
Shit.
Whoa. He's in charge. All right.
And on that note, we are going to end the session with you guys headed back to Tyr with your bounty.
All right.
Nice. The gold.
Da-da-da-da-da.